I never have, like, this hyped feeling whenever I'm watching Nanatsu no Taizai. But this episode, episode 20, go watch this right now. I'm telling you. Like, on a scale of how good this episode was, I reacted the same way King of Lightning does whenever he reacted to Toriko chapter 303. And that was a big reaction. 6,000 with this nigga. Well, you know what? Gil Thunder's power is over 9,000. Oh my gosh. And then we have that plot twist right at the end, or coming towards the end. And then something good happens too. Like, my mind is just completely messed up. Like, my mind's blown. Like, that's how big, like, the part of this episode, like, good. Okay, now that I got my reaction out of the way, let's get into episode 20 of this review. So what happened in this episode? Basically, Meliodas appeared and was about to fight Hendrickson, except King Arthur came on the scene, and it was 2-on-2. It was Gil Thunder versus Meliodas, and then Hendrickson versus King Arthur, and they were going at it. Meliodas was using full counter against Gil Thunder, and it was some really good animation and artwork. Like, it wasn't sloppy. A1 Pictures was actually doing their job and adapting, like, the godlike manga. I have to go read this manga. Like, seriously, I could see why people have, like, high regards for Nanatsu no Taizai. I had high regard for this anime, but now that this episode happened, I gotta go watch it. I gotta go read the manga now. Like, tell me in the comments, for all you manga readers, is the manga better than this? Like, if it's better than this anime, Nanatsu no Taizai is by far one of the best ongoing shonen series I've ever seen. Like, for 2015. Like, I don't care, forget Toriko, forget One Piece, Taizai. It's gonna be the best if the manga's way better than this. Because I've read a few chapters of the manga. It looked alright. But, dude, coming back into that, once Hendrickson sort of, like, dominates what Arthur's doing, because Arthur tried to buy some time, and you have Gil Thunder and Meliodas going at it. And there was this backstory where Gil Thunder, he was sort of a wimp, and he always was fighting Meliodas just to get stronger. And Meliodas would just keep telling him, like, what was wrong with his sword fighting. And then you have Margaret from the kingdom. I guess Gil Thunder has, like, a sibling relationship with Margaret, or they love each other in some way. That's what I know, because at the end they just started embracing each other. But yeah, Margaret, like, starts to talk kind to Gil Thunder, and I guess that's where Gil Thunder got his ambition to try and protect the girl he loves. And then coming into the flashback, Meliodas says, whenever you feel down, whenever you feel weak, just say this one sentence, and it'll make you stronger. It's the spell of courage. And what Meliodas told him to do was say, "I'm stronger than the 7 deadly sins." And it's the sentence that gives you pride, that gives you courage, and it makes you stronger. But then, what happened at the end of this episode? While Meliodas and Gil Thunder were going at it, Meliodas was, like, cornered by 3 people. You had Hendrickson, you had that witch that stole Elizabeth, and then you have Gil Thunder. He was about to use his attack, and then you have Margaret. She yells, "Gil Thunder, please stop!" And then she falls off the building. Then what Meliodas does, he uses his magic. He slices the tower where this monster was, and then Gil Thunder saves Margaret. And then what happens after? Dude, like, Hendrickson was about to slash Meliodas, and then Hendrickson, but then Gil Thunder came in and sliced his arm off. I'm going like I thought he was on Hendrickson's side the entire time, and then he's going in, he is slicing Hendrickson up like it's some sort of pizza or something, and he's just slicing up, like, the animation. He moves at the speed of light, because he's lightning, obviously. He uses lightning magic. And he's just going all over the place at the speed of light. And you know how King of Lightning is, like, Sanji fanboy? I'm a Gil Thunder fanboy. Yeah, Gil Thunder is GOAT. Gil Thunder is GOAT. Tell me in the comments if you agree. And then once he keeps doing that, he completely slices Hendrickson to bits. And then slices almost everything that was bad. And then he saves Margaret. And we also see that the king was actually alive, because Elizabeth woke up in this one room and she found her father, which her father was, I guess, sick or something, or dying, and she found him, and then I guess the witch said, well, like, be sure to cherish this moment for emotional reunion because it'll be your last. So I guess they have something to do with the ritual, using them as a sacrifice and stuff. And then once the battle was done, back in episode 3/4, that was all an act. Like, Hendrickson was watching Gilthunder the entire time, and Meliodas knew. So they actually devised up a plan. And Gil said he would do anything for the girl that he loves. So you know what that meant? He actually went that far to try and kill Meliodas to try and put on the entire act. So Gilthunder knew. Whoa. Gilthunder knew. Anyways, 3 words for you guys. That, Taizai, greatness. This episode was greatness. That's all I gotta say. Tell me in the comments if you agree, and that's about it for me today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you guys liked this review, be sure to subscribe if you're new, and be sure to like the video if you liked it. And until we meet again, see ya.